Welcome everyone to Dude and Little Dude's Quick Toy Reviews. The Little Dude and I just picked up some new items and we wanted to show it off to you in this quick video. Playmates Toys and Nickelodeon just recently released the Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Monsters plus Mutants series. So kick back and relax as we continue our review with Monster Hunter Raph. Here's our first look at Raph in a brown ulster coat with a brown duster and brown bowler hat. Now what's interesting about the style of clothing they chose for a lot of these typical Monster Hunter themed characters was that was more of an influence from a Victorian era, which spanned from 1837 to 1901. But then in the 1900s and beyond, they had a more modernized look. So in Dracula's black and white movie, not Nosferatu, but the one in 1931, we can see that the style of clothing just became a little bit more modern in this particular film. Here we can see the character Abraham Van Helsing, played by Edward Van Sloan, sporting a three-piece suit, basically with a white shirt and tie. And then in 2004, we get a Van Helsing movie starring Hugh Jackman, and this style of clothing to me seemed like it just got more of a steampunk overhaul. Alright, so back to Raph here. As we can see, he does come with one accessory, which is a two-handed crossbow. It's a single sculpted piece, it doesn't fire anything, but it looks like it fits the character pretty well. Here are the other characters for the Monsters plus Mutants series that I've lightly touched on my previous videos, so if you haven't done so already, please check them out. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take a quick peek here at the packaging. As you can see, just like the other figures, it comes boxed pretty well with nice artwork. I do like the coloring on this. It stands out and sticks with the style theme of the Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the monster characters up in the upper right hand corner. We're going to go ahead and unpackage Raph now, slowly pull him out from the clamshell packaging. Again, he doesn't come with an extra figure, which that's what I kind of like from the previous videos that I've been showing you so far, but the crossbow is perfectly fine. Just remember to take out the little tying pieces that come with this figure, with this package. Make sure that you don't pull it too hard, just cut it very lightly so you don't scratch the figure. Now that we have Raph out of the package, we're going to go ahead and take a look at him. He stands up fairly well on his own. The ulster coat doesn't create any kind of unbalance or anything like that. His arms are pretty posable. He's articulate in the shoulder, in the elbow, and in the wrists. Of course, he is just slightly limited because of the ulster coat. Here we've got the crossbow. As you can see, it has some sculpted in stakes. Kind of very reminiscent of the Van Helsing 2004 movie that we kind of lightly touched on, but of course it has its own style here. Again, it's got like a wooden stake here at the tip and kind of rifle looking with the two handles on it. So we're going to go ahead and pull up Raph here. He does seem like he comes with a couple of extra pieces. These aren't sculpted in, these are actually just put onto the figure. It looks like it has some extra stakes tied around his right leg, upper thigh. He's got like a little clove of garlic attached to his belt, which is a pretty nice additional feature. Sorry, Raph, this is for education purposes. But as you can see, he's got his turtle shell still intact. Nothing, the coat itself is not sculpted on, which is kind of nice. So that gives articulation for the legs and the knees. There are no feet articulation like the monster characters that we saw, so it's very more reminiscent of the basic figures that came out in 2012 for this cartoon series. Again, this is like the duster that we're looking at. It doesn't seem like it detaches. I don't want to break it, so I'm not going to try it. His bandana is pretty flexible. Again, the duster is kind of its own separate piece, which kind of makes it very unique. I kind of like that about that. Now we're going to pop off the head here. It is a ball socket. As you can see, we're going to take that off. Now, I strongly believe that we can take off this ulster coat. I'm looking for a way to do that. I think I can just pop off the arms, but I just don't want to risk breaking it right away in this video. I'm pretty sure it's attached just like a peg. with the swivel deltoid joint, but just for right now, maybe in a future video we'll kind of show it off, but it seems like you can take off this jacket coat. It's just going to probably take some effort in me trying to figure this out maybe later down the road. Again, the belt around Raph's waist, it does have a couple of holes where you can put in his size, which are pretty nice. So in case you were also wondering, the jacket piece is made of a soft plastic, very pliable, very flexible. It's very sturdy, doesn't rip or break very easily. As you can see, I made some effort trying to pull on this coat a bit. So the two-handed crossbow here does fit pretty well into both of his hands because they're sculpted exactly for that purpose, to hold the two pegs. It does take a little bit of maneuvering and positioning for the arms, only because, again, the sculpt of the arms, as you can see, is supposed to fit with the jacket itself. The sleeve portions do not come off. That is actually sculpted as Raph's arms. But again, with just a little bit of effort, a little bit of balancing, you can get some decent positions here for Raph to look like he's a real monster hunter, which is kind of nice. So here we're going to take one quick final turn so that you can see him. And that pretty much concludes Raph as the monster hunter. So we hope you enjoyed our review of the Monsters Plus Mutants Monster Hunter Raph figure. The little dude and I were really excited to pick this up at our local Super Target. We couldn't find it in any other store like our Walmart or Toys R Us, but whatever figures we can get, we were able to bring to you here. So if you really like the content that you saw today, please show your support by liking our video and subscribing so that we can continue to bring more and more of these new toys out to you. So goodbye for now, and we hope to see you all in the next video.